I've been trying to make a healthier version of jollof rice for a while now, and I think I finally nailed the perfect recipe. If you want to see how I made it, keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm using chicken thighs for this recipe, so I'm going to start by washing the chicken. Next, I'll season with some chopped onions, garlic, chopped ginger, thyme, salt, curry powder, and some chicken seasoning cubes. I'll just give that a quick mix. I'm not going to add any water at this point. I'll cover and allow to steam on low heat for about 10 minutes. After the chicken has released its own juices, I'll add some more water, then cover and allow to continue cooking for a few more minutes. When it's done, I'll take it out and then sieve the stock from the meat. I'll be using chicken stock for the jollof rice, so after separating the stock, I'll put the stock in the fridge so that the fat bit can solidify. The next thing I'm going to do is prepare the pepper mix. For this, I'm using a combination of tomatoes, bell peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers, and a little onion. I'll give everything a quick rinse and then divide the tomatoes into quarters, deseed and cut the bell peppers into smaller bits. I'll transfer everything to the pot, cover and allow to soften for a little bit. Then I'll open the pot and allow this to continue cooking until most of the water evaporates. It should take about 20 to 30 minutes. You can also do this process in your oven by placing the tomatoes, peppers and onions on a baking tray and in a single layer. Roast for about 30 minutes and then blend until smooth. When that's done, set the pepper mix aside for later. Next, I'm going to bring out the chicken stock I placed in the fridge earlier. Most of the fat has solidified, so I'm going to remove it using a spoon. This step is very useful, especially if you're on a weight loss journey or if you just generally want to reduce the amount of oil you consume. You can also do this using a fat separator. With that, you don't need to chill the meat stock first, and you can easily find one on Amazon or other stores. The next thing I'm going to do is air fry the chicken just to give it that nice brown golden color. I spray with a bit of oil, which helps with the browning, and I'm going to air fry this at a high temperature for about 10 to 12 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer, you can also do this in the oven or just pan fry regularly. To get started with the rice, first heat up a little bit of oil and then add some chopped onions. I like using a lot of onions for my jollof because it gives it that natural sweetness. Fry the onions for a bit and then add the tinned tomatoes or tomato paste. Because we're not using a lot of oil, the tomato paste might be a bit difficult to fry. Just fry the best you can and add a little bit more oil if you need to. Keep frying and keep stirring so it doesn't burn. Fry until the tomato paste is a bit darker in color. Then add the reduced pepper tomato mix from earlier. We don't need to fry this for too long because the pepper mix is already kind of cooked, so I just fry for a couple of minutes and then season. I'm using the classic jollof seasoning, which is dried thyme, curry powder, salt, chicken bouillon cubes and bay leaf. Feel free to add any other seasoning you like or remove any seasonings you don't like. Keep frying and stirring for a couple of minutes, then add the chicken stock from earlier. Add a little water to loosen, give it a good mix, then cover and allow this cook for a couple of minutes just to get rid of any extra sour taste from the tomato paste. While it's cooking, I'm going to get started on the rice. I'm using brown rice for this recipe, but another great option for a healthier jollof is Sela basmati rice. Brown rice is a whole grain, which means it's higher in fiber and other vitamins. The increased fiber in brown rice also helps with digestion and keeps you fuller for longer. It also has a lower glycemic index, meaning it doesn't raise your blood sugar as quickly as white rice. Wash the brown rice a couple of times or until the water runs clear. Drain, then add it to the base. If we're making regular jollof rice, this water quantity would be just perfect, but because we're using brown rice, we need a bit more water to cook it fully. So I'm going to add a bit more water to this. You can find the full recipe on my blog, kikifoodies.com, which contains the exact amount of everything I used. I also added a bit of salt before giving it one last mix. Next, I'm going to cover with foil paper. The foil paper helps trap the steam so everything cooks nice and evenly. I'm going to be cooking this for about 45 to 50 minutes on low medium heat. Once it's done and the rice is fully cooked, mix and that's it. This tasted so good. It was just like your regular jollof, just a bit chewier. Everyone loved it, and I hope you get to try this recipe. You can find the full recipe in the description box, as well as a very detailed written recipe on my blog, which is kikifoodies.com. Let me know if you get to try it. If you have any additional questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I'll try to respond to as many as I can. You can also send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram name is kikifoodies. I served the jollof rice with some broccoli and the chicken, and to make the broccoli I just heated a bit of oil. When the oil was hot, I added the baby broccoli. For broccoli, I like to keep the seasoning very simple, so I usually just do a little bit of salt. Sometimes I add a little pepper. I fried for a couple of minutes until the broccoli was slightly wilted, and that was it. You can also do this in the air fryer. For the air fryer method, I usually do it at 390 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 minutes. Serve with the jollof rice and chicken and enjoy. That's it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.